Dino Man, what's up? I really don't think they're going to announce anything PSVR, but I am so hoping for just a teaser even. Let's go theater mode. Hey, Elijah, Dino, Mixters, Goodman, K27, Virtual Reality Skeleton. What's up, everybody? I'm going to kind of try to do this one same as the last one. I'm going to probably keep myself muted during most of the big announcements. I'll pop in whenever I see an opportunity to talk, but then mostly I'll just be engaging directly in the chat with you. That way I'm not interrupting and overpowering them here. But I am pretty excited. I don't know. It's bittersweet because I just really want a PSVR announcement, but I'm also excited about the PS5. I don't know how many flat games I'm going to play on it. Just a Tree is back. What's up? So we got just a few minutes here, and we should be kicking in. Already up to 13, 14 people and 5 likes. Thank you so much. We're going to be hanging out all day at this rate, because then after this, if you follow the podcast channel, we've got the podcast that'll be live streamed tonight as well. So, yeah, a lot of going on today. I'm excited, but it's a super busy day. I've been going since I woke up this morning. Dino, we're definitely going to be playing Beat Saber together. I can't wait. I need to get back into it. I need to get back to practicing. Otherwise, people are going to be wrecking me. I know, VR Skeleton's like the first time we've seen anything from Sony be like truly backwards compatible. So that's really exciting. Especially that the original PSVR is going to work on. I'm pretty stoked about that. I keep hoping they'll show off some cool thing where like you'll be able to use your old camera plus the new one together and be able to get some sort of 360 tracking. I doubt that, but that would be so nice, at least until the PSVR 2 comes out to give us a little holdover. Viola, what's up? I'll wreck you in Beat Saber regardless. Nova, you wish. I'm having a hard time. I finally went and practiced that song a little bit, Nova. I'm having a hard time figuring out how you got such a low score and actually beat the song. I'm starting to think you used slower song modifier, Nova. I'm starting to think that. Because, yeah, Nova, can you do Overkill on Expert Plus? That's exactly the song we're talking about, Dino. So Nova was trying to like set a score for me to beat, but the score is so crazy low that I don't think on normal speed you could actually beat the song and get that score. Because the only way I've been able to put a score even close to it was by playing on slower song. I'm just over here talking some trash to Nova before we get into this. We've got 16 people here and 10 likes. Thank you. I imagine there's a lot of places to watch this on YouTube already, so I imagine we probably won't have quite the crazy viewership we had for the Oculus event. I think we had a lot of people there because they were streaming on Facebook, and everybody went to YouTube looking for it. But it did push us up over 3,800 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you, everybody. I got a full combo for Overkill on Expert. Nice, Dino. But what about Expert Plus? Whatever you say, I'll set another score. You set another score or you will? Well, Nova, you gotta leave the score you have now just until I beat it. Then you have to beat my score. So I should have some more time to play Beat Saber here soon. The problem is I'm really struggling on the Quest with its tracking. I feel like it sucks. I finally went and bought a second set of springs. BH, what's up? JayBratt, hey there. Viola and Elijah here. A great YouTuber, just say, I'm gonna watch you instead. I can watch the stream due to being incredibly busy in Rec Room, so yeah, let me know when you stream again. For sure, Elijah. Beats, I've been telling some friends that they now have no excuse not to get into VR due to the price of the Quest, too. Well, except if they hate Facebook, Dave. That's now the perfect excuse. I hope so. Use PSVR. The controllers are way better on the PSVR. I agree. Especially if you guys... I know I have a video about it, but probably not everyone else. I'm just like, do it, Bice. If you have grips on yours like I do... Oh, not in the camera here. These make it so much better to play Beat Saber on PSVR. So easy to grip, so comfortable. I love them. How's your day? So many views on the stream. I know, like I was just saying before, BH, I think that was because... It's going good, Mixters. I think that was because they were only streaming on Facebook, and everybody was on YouTube looking for somewhere to watch it, where this is on YouTube. So a lot of people are going to be watching the actual stream. In fact, there's over 500,000 people on this stream that I'm on right now. Mr. I Like Games 2. This is the PS5 Showcase. I'm here because I'm hoping for a teaser of PSVR 2. or any sort of news about it. I kind of think we're just gonna get to see games, PS5 news. Finally, find the price and the launch date. So, oh, here we go. I'm gonna shut up and turn up the volume.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Where are we?
You see things others can't.
This is the power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
But whatever comes, I will be ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Hype so far.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
Sergeant, they've summoned their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So, I sent in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
It's the Archduke's son.
Phoenix.
Joshua! Stop this!
Second life on fire. But that's impossible.
The legacy of the crystals. Has shaped our history. For long enough.
cold to change out here. Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
Subway card. Check. You got the house key?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on! We're gonna be late! Hey! Dude, I am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit?
Yeah, you know, just in case.
It's gonna be fine. See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music.
Man, this would be great for the last beat I was working on. I should get back into mixing.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So what do you think about Rio Morales? You gonna vote for her?
It's still hard to think of Mom as a politician. She's been a teacher my whole life.
Similar skill sets, right? Corralling people, educating them, making sure they don't throw things at each other.
Hi, I'm Brian Horton, Creative Director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we find Miles' new home, Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform. Let's take a look.
Go, go, go! Stop! Whoa! Let's not shoot each other, all right?
We're after the new form. Ignore everything else. Get rid of him. Then grab as much as you can carry. Keep him busy.
That bridge is coming down! I have to stop this! People are trapped over there! I have to push past these guys! Where is he? Kill you! Don't let him cut you! Help! Help! No. No, 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 no!
worry, I got you!
Thank you.
Man!
Those people! They're trapped!
I've got an idea. I need something they can cross. No! I can stop this! Just a little closer!
Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story of witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this dormant power. Your potential is limitless. But what form will it take? The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Vondrak, Creative Director at Raven. One of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War. The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage crisis. But in true Black Ops style, nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
Kasim is out of the picture.
How long before we get Arash?
The team arrived in Turkey a few hours ago. They should be in position shortly.
airfield's just up ahead. Let's go find this shithead.
Priority is to ID Arash before things go hot. Mason, check it out.
Incoming truck, left side.
Arash might be in the truck.
I can't make out his face yet. I don't want to know. What the fuck? He just iced everyone in a truck. That's gotta be Arash.
Hold fire. We need a positive ID. That's our man. Take him out.
Shit! We missed him! Can't let him get away!
We hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops Cold War. There are many more twists and turns along the way as you begin to unravel the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
time loop, you gotta learn how it works. Black Reef is a puzzle, and each visionary is a different piece. Here's Igor.
I am a respected scientist!
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
Hey, over here! I'm coming for you!
Freedom! Get him! What the hell?
I am trying to focus, you son of a bitch!
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives, because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor's a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party. Something keeps him home.
Colt, you there, buddy?
Here's the invite to the party. And here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! I did it, it works!
That he makes every morning. Unless I get there first. No experiment, no breakthrough. No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time, in the same loop.
Hey, Wolf! It's time to hunt pig! Oh! I'm talking about you, baby! Come on, blink!
A little help here!
8 targets on my list, every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
And you just ran out of time. You keep forgetting, Colt. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list. Yours.
Fugitive morons burn down their own hideout? It sounds idiotic, but that's exactly what it looks like. Bad karma for burning down my farm.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm, and we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms. He thinks the journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. And
Wait here. Hey, why the hold up? I could go for a sandwich right now. We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
Gregory, your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out. Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again. It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together? It won't happen again. It was just a glitch.
Gregory, be still. I think she's found us.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
After all we've been through.
It's time.
So now you know. Thank you all for joining us today and for being part of this amazing journey. It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support, and we look forward to you getting your hands on PS5 very soon. To close, let me leave you with one more quick look.
Time draws near. Yourself.
I stay strong, forever young, may you live long, with perseverance, hold on and stand tall.
This part's probably gonna get copyright claimed anyways, so I'm gonna turn the music down and we can just kind of talk about this. I'm going to turn that music all the way down. Sorry if you're enjoying that, but that is totally going to get claimed right after the video is done. And then I'll have to delete the whole section. So, no Last of Us 2 remake. Come on. Well, the remastered was just the original one, huh? I feel like if you have a PC with a good GC and jazz, you basically have an Xbox, yeah. Nothing on Hitman. No PSVR teaser like we were hoping for. Some good-looking games, but honestly, I barely go outside of VR at all, so probably not much I'm going to be spending a lot of time on. I think some of it was really cool. The problem is you need to be able to see it in 4K, so when they stream this on YouTube and it's only in 1080p, you're not really getting the same experience of what you're going to be getting on it anyways. Yeah, I know. They barely show anything for PS5, yeah. Yeah, they give us the price and the date, which I guess is a big deal. We've all been waiting for that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on here, and if anything starts to pop up or anything, I'll crank it back up. But this looks like now we're just getting game footage. I was surprised we didn't even see anything more about Astro's Playroom, though, Dave. I really thought we would see that. Yeah, they show the camera. That looks like that's it. So we got the price and the date and a few games. I wonder if they're just gonna do one of these every month from here on, while we're all waiting on this thing. Okay. So let me pull up chat again, and then I'll hang out for a few to see what everybody wants to discuss. Yeah, the price was there for a few seconds. It was not long. October 6th PSVR reveal client. Why do you think that, Dino? What would it do? Is this still the Facebook thing? This is PS5 doll, but because YouTube is annoying, it sent the notifications out saying this was still Facebook, and it's not. So Facebook, why I ended it earlier. I think the thing goes all day, but it's like developer conferences and stuff now. It's definitely nothing interesting. So Kevgret says the Xbox definitely has the better price point, and it sounds like that, but you guys were saying it's not exactly the same model. So the Xbox Series S, is that the low-end one? Someone's going to have to help me out here. I do not follow Xbox stuff at all. So it's available November 10th at $299. Next-gen performance. But it's not the same processing as the Xbox Series X, which is like their higher-end model. So that one's probably, what, $399. So that's what's actually competing, right? Don't worry, doll. We'll talk about it on the podcast tonight. Yeah, it's the little one. Series S is low end, so it doesn't give actual true 4K, where then the Series X does, and it's more expensive. Yeah, I have a PS4 Pro. I always wished I would have put an SSD, and I think it would have made it seem like a much bigger jump than just from the original PS4, because it did not seem like a very crazy transition, honestly. I keep moving. I need to move my chat window to my other screen. I feel like that, I don't even know what to talk about. I feel like that didn't really make that much. All we really got was the price and the date. Like, I thought there was going to be more to discuss. I thought there would at least be, I didn't think there would be anything PSVR, but I thought there would at least be some more about like Astro's Playroom and some of the other stuff. What the heck? Well, most people don't have 4K sets. Hey, can we register our interest for the PS5? I think you can only do that through your actual PSN ID was how I did mine. And that was like, if you get chosen, you'll get to pre-order it. Yeah, talk about the Quest 2. This is PS5. We can talk about the Quest 2. The Quest 2 is launching next month, October. I got too many dates in my head, but I think it's like October 13th or 16th. And it's only $300 for the smallest model, but it's got a terrible headband, and then they're selling aftermarket headbands directly from Oculus, which is annoying. It's November 12th and $400. Yep, for the PS5. We now know November 12th for the US and most other major countries, November 19th for the rest of the world, it said, so a week later. Regular $500, digital $400. Is that how we call it, Kay? I feel like I would call it, I guess, I don't know. The digital would be $400. I guess I don't know what I'd call the other one. Regular, I guess, is what we're used to with that. But I feel like a lot of people, like myself, I don't care about a physical disc drive personally. I know a lot of people do, but I like not having to switch out games. The Sony's fanboys thought a mic drop was coming with price. That would have been tough for them to even come close. I mean, $350 might have been better, but that would, even at that, it's got to be at a major loss, especially now that they've decided they're going to airship these things here. All right, bye, Dino Man. Yeah, everybody, feel free if you need to run or drop off. I actually am going to have to run away from the stream for just a brief moment. I drank way too much water, so Quest 2 for portability. Yeah, it's going to be very portable. Although Tornado, I guess they're replacing even the Rift with it. So basically, that's your only way to go with Oculus from here on. Okay, I'll be right back. Thank you. I just saw that was off. Okay. Well, I wasn't saying anything important. I was just saying basically the date and the price are on two separate spots. So we have the price now. So everybody talking about not wanting Facebook. I had used an old Facebook of mine that I just had that was under like a nickname. And so now I'm kind of concerned because I like bought all my Quest games on that one. I'm kind of concerned something's going to go wrong. So if it does, I'm going to lose all the games I bought, which would really suck. So I'm like, should I make another Facebook and make the right name on it? Or should I just keep running with it? Because I haven't gotten mad yet. So I'm worried. The Rift S is not gone. It's still there. See, that's what I think. I don't know if they're selling out, but Mike at VR Oasis said this is totally replacing it. So I don't know if they're just going to run out the stock they have left, or if maybe he was misinformed, but I doubt that. He's usually really on his stuff. Ending the sales next spring. So I bet you basically they are just, they are just running out the stock they have on it. I'm trying to get this where you can see this when my computer's being dumb. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay, man, that was way more difficult. Next spring. So focus on the standalone Quest 2, which will be tethered to the computer. So basically, yeah, you're gonna be stuck with a Quest. At this point, why would you buy a Rift S if they don't drop the price? I guess is the question. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me now. I'm double checking now. I'm all paranoid. You'll never know what the most incredible sentence. They killed my fake name account. Tornado, how did they know? That's the question. Imagine he thought we were trolling and didn't check his mic. That would have been really bad. I didn't want you to hear the sounds, but since I have a bathroom right in my studio, I didn't want to leave the mic on. Content share like PSN. Play Team Fortress 2. You know, I've had a couple people try to get me to play that with them. I think I have it on PS4. Maybe that would be a fun off-stream thing just to play with the community, but I'd have no idea what I was doing. I would get wrecked. Man, I don't know what to do about my Facebook account thing that I'm using. I guess for now I'm just going to keep going and hope I don't get in trouble. It was Cowtown Jeeps. They accused me of being a business. Well, mine's under it's just under a common name. So hopefully they won't catch on or get mad at me. Hopefully. Anyone out there? I feel like this PS5 thing, I don't know. I feel like this didn't really give us anything I guess we weren't really expecting. We were kind of already expecting it was $400 and $500. We all knew it couldn't be $600 after the debacle with the PS3 because last time they tried to do a $600 console, it just didn't go over well. I don't know. I'm not sure that price alone is going to outsell the Xbox, though. The Xbox and PS5 have been going at it for years. The PS4 sold 3 times as many as the Xbox, though. So I would definitely say if there's a winner to these things, they won that. But I don't know how it's going to go with this one. I only care about this because of VR, and that's why I'm PS5. If Xbox had a VR headset and it was good, I would probably also get an Xbox. I probably wouldn't go one or the other. I'd probably get both just to experience both. If the stocks run out, then it would be discontinued before spring, but I wouldn't buy the Rift S. The Quest has computer capability, but the strap. Yeah, the strap's the only bad part, but you could still get the Quest, the Elite strap with the battery pack in it, I think, all for about the price of a Rift S. So unless they discount the Rift S like crazy, there's no incentive to buy it right now, really. So I mean, I have one already, and so I'm going to keep using it, but I don't see why anyone would consider buying one right now. It's kind of like the original Quest now, too. Like, people said, I'm going to try and sell mine right now. Like, now that this announcement has come out, why would anyone buy your original Quest unless they just had their head in the sand when it came to VR news and had no idea what was coming? Xbox needs to go now. I have no disdain for the Xbox. I used to own a 360 a long time ago only because I was able to get a good deal on one. Yeah, Xbox had too many self-inflicted wounds to compete this generation. They may have a better vision of their future now. I hope so. Honestly, I keep wondering how Microsoft even stays in the game. Not with the Xbox, just in general. They really fumbled the Windows phones. I feel like if it wasn't for the fact that Windows and Microsoft Office and all that are built into like so many PCs and so many workplaces, Microsoft probably would have died by now. But the fact that they have that means they just can't quite die. We might see an Oculus headset for Xbox. I kept thinking, wish that we would have seen that already by now, but it just hasn't happened. Who knows? Maybe they're going to say the Quest 2 can plug into the Xbox, and play games on it. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be able to. It has all the power and everything to do it. So maybe that'll be the next big thing in like 6 months that they'll announce or something. Or who knows, maybe that'll be like a nail in the coffin as they're trying to beat out Sony. Maybe right before the Xbox launches, they'll be like, guess what? You can play a Quest 2 on here. Who knows? I think that would be cool. 33 likes on the stream, though. Thank you, everybody. That's a lot. That's really cool. Yeah. Does anyone else have any thoughts out there? I feel like that didn't really give me much of what I was looking for or hoping for. Hopefully some of you saw some games that excited you out there. I just don't spend much time playing flat games. You're still here, Steve Gaming. What's up? That would be a surprise. I know. Although so when the original Quest came out back in the day, I said this on Reddit. I was like, it probably makes sense that they're going to have this one and they'll come out with some sort of cable or connection where you can hook this to your PC and play games. And I got torn apart. People are like, if it had that functionality, they would have said that in the original announcements. They would have already told people. And everybody was just tearing me up on Reddit, downvotes and the whole lot. And so I was just like, okay, I won't say anymore, but I was like, it made sense to me at the time. I was like, they probably have this wireless one and then they'll make a way that you can wire it in. And then that happened and I was just like, I almost wanted to be petty and go back and find all those comments and respond, but I don't have the time for that. Yes, something VR related must come out of the Microsoft Facebook partnership in the future. You'd think so, right? B-Ted, you would think so. I'm off now. Bye, Dave. Have a good one. I'm going to sign this off here in a few minutes too. Start getting stuff ready for the podcast and edit up the Reddit video because I have made it. I just haven't edited it yet because I need to get that out to all of you. I know a lot of you were excited to post stuff on the Reddit for the second round now, and it was pretty cool going back and seeing everything on there. So thank you. They implemented hand tracking as a software, so I don't see why they couldn't do that. Yes. Yes, Steep Gaming. Full Dive Gaming Podcast. I guess I can get you a link here. It's new, but we're having a good time with it. We'll actually be live streaming the podcast tonight as long as everything goes according to plan. So I'll get you a link to the YouTube channel, but we're on Spotify, iTunes, Overcast. I don't even know all of them. Google Podcasts. We're on basically everything. There's a link to the podcast. We film it all in VR with VR avatars as us. It's pretty fun. Can you imagine Rocket League VR? Tornado, if you had an iron VR stomach, which I think I do, it would be amazing. But man, it would make a lot of people sick. I would love to play it though. I love games that push my limits in VR though, personally. Like, I loved Windlands. I loved getting thrown all around the trees and stuff. I like that. But for people who get sick, I can understand that. I mean, you're not going to enjoy getting sick. I just love it pushing the limits. The podcast is all about virtual reality. We go over VR news, games, discussions, and we also answer questions from our Discord community. Do you watch anime? Cool Ground, I've watched a little. I watched some Sword Art Online. I kind of missed the anime boat. So as a kid, as anime was kind of getting big, my parents were very involved in what I was and wasn't allowed to watch. So I kind of missed out on a lot of things as a kid that everyone else knew. Pokemon, Harry Potter, anime. It was all stuff that I wasn't really allowed to check out. Steve, thank you so much for going over there and doing that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of missed the boat. So I watch a little bit here and there, but I definitely don't have any series that I've majorly watched. I am interested in watching more Sword Art Online just because it's also VR and it's anime. My brother watches... he showed me that one, but then he also watches, what is the gun one? It's not gun on, it's something like that, but it's like basically the same version, but with guns. Yeah. Do you ever play any games not in VR? Do you play games not in VR? Besides Grand Theft Auto, not a lot. I play a little bit of GTA, or at least I used to. Will we ever play Arizona? Yeah, let's play. We should set it up, Tree. Message me on the Discord. We'll have to get like 4 people is the most you can do, sadly, but for some more horde mode, because we played some on the channel with 3 people from the community before. Gun Game Online, there it is. Yeah. I have never watched anime and I never will. Good job, VR Skeleton. Way to have some conviction about anime. We got 22 people here and 35 likes. Thank you so much. Oh, it's getting so hot and miserable. It's still hot in Oregon. I'm going to turn my air conditioner on. I hope that doesn't make a horrible, awful sound in the mic for you. Let me know it's on. I will turn it off and sweat myself out here, but that would suck. I love GTA. I know I'm a little tired of just getting GTA 5 again and again though. Like I'm ready for GTA 6, full VR capability. I'm ready for it. I want to see it. The question is, if I'm getting a Quest 2, does that mean in theory I should get rid of my Quest and my Rift S though? Because they're both being discontinued and replaced. Should I really switch to only using the Quest 2 now? I don't know. We'll have to see how it works. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to buy that head strap because that elastic when it came looked terrible. And now there's no longer Velcro on it. It's not going to be that easy. I could do it. I might try to hook up my deluxe audio strap to it. Do you actually hear it, Panda, or are you just messing with me? Because you like to do that, so I don't trust you. It's not registering as a sound on my OBS. Rockstar does, and it's supposed to be a AAA VR game. You should do a GTA stream soon. I should get the oh great, now I don't know if Kalana's saying no, as in he doesn't hear it, or no, I said do you actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it on. I should get the mod set back up in GTA and then play it online in a stream. That would be fun. I don't have much time. The release date for GTA 6 dies. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, with how long they've been re-releasing GTA 5, I feel like it's going to be at least 2022 before we hear anything about GTA 6. I want to be wrong. Please prove me wrong, Rockstar. But I don't think they will. Duke Smart, what's up? Josh's gang. Hey. we're getting new people here right at the end of the stream, or was this lurkers that were hanging out? Good, Mr. I Like doesn't hear it. Well, welcome both of you if you did just pop in. We're just kind of discussing afterthoughts of the PS5 and kind of everything VR here right now. From all I know, anime is just 3-hour battles, weird school dating, and guys with crazy spiky hair. I'm not sure that's terribly far off. I think that there's plot lines and stuff that really interest people. And one thing my brother pointed out to me about anime. Well, welcome, Josh. I'm happy to see you here. Thank you. So what do you reckon I should buy, the digital or the normal? I personally am going to buy the digital. I don't see why I'd spend $100 to then clutter up my room with a bunch of discs and have to switch them out to play games. My only real worry about that, though, is the other one doesn't have a very big hard drive, especially for newer, bigger games with 4K graphics. I've got to imagine you're not going to be able to fit, but what, 10 AAA titles at the most on there? So if you're someone who likes to switch between a lot of games and then has like a cap on your data so you can't like constantly delete and re-download games, I think that the digital one would be the way to go for me, and I think for most people, but you never know. I want to play GTA with you. I have very rarely, Steve, if you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. I have very rarely played a little bit of online GTA because I do have it on the PC. So it might be possible for like an off stream, just hanging out with the community time to play some GTA. It's possible. Duke Smart, good choice. Yeah, well, I think for me, it just makes sense. And personally, as it is with my PS4, I hate switching out discs. I know some people like that because like you can own the disc, it can't get taken away from you. Where like, just like we're seeing with Facebook right now, if they get really mad at you, they could steal all of your games from you basically that you've paid for because they're all digital and you couldn't really do anything about it. So I do understand the fear there of being able to have a physical game, but the convenience I have outweighs the fact of having to like worry about that for me personally. Yeah, join Mr. I Like. I was going to say, there should be an invite in the description here. Yeah, digital has a benefit that if you don't want to drive all the way to the game store, it's right there in the PS1 store. Yes. But yeah, if you sell your games, you can sell the games too. Or even for some people, they buy a physical copy and then they play through it and then they take it back and trade it in. You get some back. I feel like the returns diminish so bad on trade-ins though that I don't know that that's even worth it anymore. Oh, awesome. There should be some people hanging out there that'll greet you. But when I get off the stream here, I'll make sure and say hey over there too. I've got just under 4 hours till the podcast, so I got a little bit of time to get stuff done, at least. Never joined a Discord faster. You were quick on it. We still have 17 people still hanging out here for the after talk. We're up to 37 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. I don't know. I kind of feel like at this point we're not going to get any PSVR 2 news until after the PS5 is out. which makes me kind of sad. I'm still holding out hope, maybe because they're going to give free adapters for your old PSVR camera. Maybe if you get the new camera and the old, maybe you'll be able to use them both across the room and get some sort of little bit of 360 tracking. I doubt it, but hey, I'm trying to keep the hope alive here. Mr. Memester. Oh yeah, you're already there. I have such a hard time because everybody's name on YouTube and Discord and in Rec Room, like they're all different. Luckily I have JayBratt pretty much on everything. What's up, channel? This channel won't get 50. Now I want to go look and see if your channel has 1,500 subs or not. That's a good challenge to put to people, though. I like that. I've seen some of the channels that have the name is like 10K subs with no content. It's like their name, so they're trying to like get people to subscribe to a channel that has no content. I don't even know how you'd find those channels, though, because like if you search for a channel, if it doesn't have content, it doesn't really come up. Like 5 of my PSVR games are physical. I think I have at least that many K, but it was because I like found a really good deal on a physical copy or something. It wasn't that I intentionally sought it out. It just kind of happened. Yeah, I know, right? There won't be 360 tracking with the existing setup. PS5 or not. Limitation of outside in, unfortunately. Well, that's what, I mean, it would probably take all new programming is why I don't think it could be. But like the original Oculus Rift, even with just 2 sensors, could do 360 tracking. So I'm like, well, if you had 2 PS cameras, you could technically do it. But yeah, I don't think they could do that without a whole bunch of programming and stuff. How much is $500 converted to try? I think Eggy, you meant to type that one into Google, because I don't think I can answer that for you here. I use the same name for everything. See, that's what I like, Mr. I Like Games. Yeah, Balzon. No GameFly for the digital PS5. No is GameFly still a thing, Valzod? I haven't seen an ad for that in years, but I remember that was a really cool concept when it came out, because it was like, just send your games, like the Netflix of games. Cool Brian by commenting. Do you know the game Steep? It's a flat game, but Ubisoft just announced a sequel called Riders Republic. Trailer's pretty sick, though. No, I don't know that one. Move controllers get out of view of the camera. Yeah, well, that's. I mean, that was the same problem with the original Rift too. I hit 1K subs yesterday. I screamed when it happened. I was at school. I got in trouble. That's funny. K27 LMG TFY. Good job there, buddy. When are we going to play Arizona? We're going to be doing Rec Room on Friday or Saturday. I know it's someone's birthday, but their birthday's Friday, but I think they may have only been available on Saturday. What's up, Jamie Lee 366? We're just here kind of hanging out, chatting now that the whole PS5 reveal event happened, and it didn't really give us any crazy news. Believe me, I'd like to see 360 degrees so we can play those modes in Beat Saber too. Yes. Yeah, I played some of the 360 on my Quest and Rift, and it is fun. It is kind of annoying, even with a good cable management system like I have for the Rift. It's still kind of annoying to have the cable while you're turning around and playing, because it just kind of gets in the way. Jamie, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's cool. Well, thank you for coming to the stream and chatting and hanging out. How to join the Rec Room Meetup. So Steep, as long as you're on the Discord, that's usually where I announce them. But then what I've been doing is I have been live streaming them on YouTube and leaving instructions down below how to find me. So it's just JayBratt PC is a spider just fell in your mouth for real? JayBratt PC is my Rec Room name on my PC on the Rift. I know. I'm supposed to have one account and use it for both, but I didn't know that when I set them up. And so I have 2 separate accounts. So if you find just JayBratt on Rec Room, it's my PS4 account, which I'm usually not on. I'm usually on my PC account because it's easier to record and stream. So yeah. So either watch for the announcement on Discord, or if you ever see there's a live stream of Rec Room, I say, don't watch, come play, and then you can just come. For my kids, yeah, they love gaming, but for me, no. And I'm 42. I hate disc games. You're 41, and I hate disc games. I understand, Val. I am not into the disc games like I used. I don't think I ever liked discs, though. I liked cartridges. Cartridges were fun, but discs, I was always worried about scratching them and damaging them. No. K20, that's not how you become Spider-Man. He's right. He's right. Spider does not work. There was one yesterday morning in my bathroom, and it was a big spider, and it was a fast one too. And I was like trying viciously to kill it and just destroying the whole counter as I was doing it. And it just did not die. You have notifications on. Good job, Cool Grind. Thank you. That's the best way to always know when the live streams happen and stuff and not miss it. I think we have it's crazy. It's like 14% of the subscribers have the bell ring, and it says that that's actually high for most channels. I don't know why the bell's there. If I subscribe to someone, I want to be able to see their content. If I don't, I'm not going to subscribe. Like, why add the bell? I don't know. YouTube does weird things. How big was the spider? Someone asks. When a spider appears, bring out the cat. My cats don't do a very good job of that. They used to kind of kill spiders. Now they just watch them and try to smell them and let them live. They're not supposed to do that. They have one job to do, and that's kill the spiders, and they don't do it. Jay, please try not to stream on my birthday, January 18th. I won't be able to watch, and then I will be depressed, and I will not watch the vid because I can't force myself to watch. You're going to have to remind me closer to January 18th because that's a long ways out. Just a little one, just a little spider. Still not okay. Any spider in the mouth is not okay. I have the bell, thank you. What's the first game console you ever owned? We owned a Sega Genesis when I was a kid, but I think it was after the Sega Genesis was popular. It was like later on. We didn't have a ton of money for consoles and stuff, so I didn't own a lot of consoles growing up. But we had an old Sega Genesis, and I remember the PS1 was out, and we couldn't obviously afford to upgrade or get that one. But I remember my mom found like the 32X that goes into it and the Sega CD somewhere really cheap. So we got both of those. We had this monster Sega Genesis that had the 32X stuffed in the top and the Sega CDs stuffed on the side. And it was an old Genesis, so it wasn't the same size as the Sega CD. So it was hanging off the side. It was really funny looking. And then eventually, me and my brother, we both did clinical studies to get the money to buy a PS1 and an N64. And then those were the main consoles I really remember growing up, was playing on those two. Yeah. What's the first console you ever owned? How much is PS5 for? Ooh, I don't know. It's none of those dollar amounts. I don't know if they've announced the Australia, because I could convert $3.99 to Australian, but that might not be right. They might announce it at a different price, Xander. So I'm sorry to say I don't actually know. I saw a cat outside eat a roach. Ew. Well, everybody eats spiders in their sleep, so it's not bad. It's supposedly true, and it's very gross. Jay, you deserve more subscribers. The effort that you're putting in is amazing. You're very engaging as well. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're still barely a year old. I feel like for a VR specific channel, we've done pretty well because VR is still a niche market. I definitely, of course, as things grow, that's always awesome to see that. But I didn't think we'd be pushing 4K at this point in the game. So I feel very thankful and appreciative of where we're at. And I never get bogged down in like, some people, it's so weird. Some channels are like, oh, I only have this many thousand subscribers. It's like, those are people that had to go out of their way to not only either like your content, but actually subscribe. Like, that's effort they put in. Like, people should appreciate every subscriber they have and not feel like, oh, whatever, I only have this many. When they're talking about thousands of people, that's a ton of people. I appreciate every single person who's taken the time to subscribe because that's a ton of people. Surgeon Simulator was on the PSVR. It's not so good. It loses hand tracking too much. It is. Cool Grind, did you try it originally or have you tried it more recently? They did update it and fix a lot of the issues, but it still is not amazing. It's still, the problem is it's not so much that it loses your hands, but they get stuck to things. Like if you try to reach through a desk, most games will just let you reach through a desk even though it's not real. They tried to make it more real. Your hands will stay on the desk, but then your hands just stay there and you're physically moving the controllers and your hands are just stuck. Yeah. I did get good enough at VR Surgeon Simulator on the PS5 though, PS4, PSVR, whatever, that I did get the brain surgery done in under 10 seconds. So that was pretty good. There was a huge spider in my bathroom yesterday and I froze in fear and couldn't talk. I was so scared. I was there for like a good 10 seconds. Oh, I don't have a fear of spiders, but I don't like them being in my space. What about Dreamcast? I never owned a Dreamcast, Val, but a friend of mine, when I went to a boarding school. I know that's weird to hear. I went to a boarding school, and when there was a home leave, most people would go home. I didn't go home. Natalie says I'm kind of like Harry Potter there. I didn't always go home on home leaves. I sometimes stayed behind. And one of my friends who had the Dreamcast let me borrow it, and I played through all of Sonic Adventure, which I remember just loving that game. Pandemic really drove VR up and is honestly the one thing that pushed me to go ahead and get it. Well, that and my wife saw Beat Saber. Beat Saber and the pandemic. I think those are the two best things that have happened for VR, and one of them is one of the terrible worst things that's happened for everyone. But Beat Saber is great. I'm from the UK. Nice, Jamie Lee. So it's probably pretty late for you. It's probably about 10 o'clock at night, huh? So now I have to wait for someone to reveal the Australian prices. You just keep getting, the punches just keep on coming. I'm sorry. Fruit Ninja VR, K27. I like Fruit Ninja VR. It's fun. I'm not very good at it though, so I get sick of it after about a half an hour. I see people have like these crazy high scores, and I'll get like 100 and I'll feel really good about myself. I already had the move controls from the PS3. I got the camera when I got my first PS4. Nice. I was supposed to get a camera with my PS4 when I got it. It would have been one of the square ones, but because I bought it in store instead of buying it online, I didn't get the free one. I was going to get some new PSVR games. Any suggestions, Jay? Yes, I have a top 10 PSVR games on the channel if you haven't watched it. I would recommend any of those. There's tons of games out there. I mean, it depends on what price and what you're looking for. But obviously, Beat Saber, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Astrobot, Pistol Whip, Super Hot. All the top big ones are all worth your time and money, in my opinion. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's late. Arizona Sunshine Horde mode is my favorite by far. It is a lot of fun, especially if you get 3 friends and you're doing it in there. I like to play it with the aim controller on the PSVR. I really like the two-handed weapons mode that way. I did just start playing it for the first time on PC to see what it's like. It's a lot harder because the aiming is a lot more realistic and difficult, I think. Haven't played Surgeon Simulator at all, actually. When I watch YouTube video on it, the hand just goes gray. Yeah, if that means it's getting stuck. Maybe I should make a video on that sometime or just stream something, because I did actually feel like I got pretty good at it. It's 20 past 10 in the UK. Yeah, what does your PS look like? It looks like a boring PS4 Pro. Nothing special about mine. I don't have any skins or special edition. It's just a regular Pro PS4. Rush of Blood is great. Yes. It almost made my top 10, but it didn't quite. Rush of Blood's really good. It was free at one point on PSN a long time ago, sadly. I kind of wish there was a way to like get those old games that were free, because there's so many free games that would just be great. Firewall Zero Hour, no. It is DualShock compatible, but you really need an aim controller to get the most out of that game. I have like the ultimate brag. I don't know why I think that though. I don't know what you mean by that, Mr. Alec. I'm guessing you have a customized PS4 that's really cool looking. What was the first group you bought? Can you explain that, Jamie? I don't know what you're asking. What group? Blood and Truth is one of the best PSVR games. Also very good game. It was also in my top 10. Yeah. The point-to-point movement is, I mean, it is what it is. It's not what we all want in VR, but they did it so well in that game that I feel like you don't even really notice. Oh, I can't wait for VR to go mainstream. Everybody would talk about it. We're getting there. This new quest will probably push us into the limelight further. Then the prices would increase. Well, not necessarily, because then if we have more companies competing, then you see prices go down too. So who knows what happened. I think this quest is going to help us get there, because we're somewhere, we don't really know, but we're somewhere above 10 million. And for the most part, for something technology-wise to be considered mainstream, I think it's 50 to 100 million is kind of what you have to consider. So we would be there. Price will increase. So would your channel. Yes. Well, the more people are in VR, the better. I've really enjoyed this last month of streaming as well, but I'm going to have to get back to doing more actual videos, because the regular videos reach the audiences further too. So I'm going to be trying to find some balance. Just for all those of you who have been enjoying me streaming every day, I am going to warn you, I don't think it'll continue to be every day, but I'm still going to try and stream at least several times a week. My right hand keeps rotating to the left. Ooh. I meant VR. What was my first VR? Oh, okay. So that's what you're asking, Jamie. I don't understand the PS Plus collection. I'm hoping this isn't the full backwards compatibles. Aaron, I don't think it's that. People are saying that it's basically free games with PS Plus. I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that, but that's what people were telling me. My first VR, Jamie, technically was a Gear VR, but it came free with a phone. I had already pre-ordered the PSVR before that. So I consider PSVR really my first one, but I did have a Gear VR and I did play the crap out of it. So it's kind of a toss-up. If technically it was a Gear VR, but I had ordered the PSVR first. That's where I wanted to go first. Arizona Sunshine is Move Controller compatible. The controls are a bit difficult on the moves, honestly, I think. I didn't feel like they did them very well for that game. May have been updated since then, but who knows. We still have 25 people here and 42 likes. I am going to have to cut this off probably in about 8 minutes here at 2:30. I'm going to have to cut this off. So just warning you all now. I'm going to join your Discord server. My username is CoolGrind everywhere. Nice. Nice. Join it. I see, I don't know how many people. I saw a couple members yesterday and today. I still don't talk about it enough on the channel. So a lot of people don't even know it exists. But it's also, it's kind of nice to like control the speed it grows that way, so that it's not like too overwhelming at any time, because I know we have some mods and they do a great job, but I know if a lot of people come in all at once, it can get a little stressful for them, so they handle it nicely. Jaden, what's up, buddy? I saw you were playing a couple of streams of Rec Room, but I couldn't stop in because I've been streaming all day with all the news that's going on. Thank you all for mentioning Blood and Truth. Oh yeah, Tornado. And if there's even a demo on it. So if you're kind of on the fence, get the demo and try it first. But I think after the demo, you'll do it. Quest doesn't need a PC. That's the Rift. I want to get a Oculus Quest, but I have no PC. Yep. Tornado's totally right, Jamie. Oculus Quest plays all on its own without a PC. You can also link it to your PC to play better games. PS Plus is awesome because you can play games online because some games require it and free games. Yep. I know I've been paying PS Plus on 2 things for years. Jay, what's up, Sheen? What you doing? We're back up to 26 people. We're just here hanging out, talking after the PS5 reveal. We got the prices up in the background. November 12th in the US and most places. November 19th for the rest. I don't know. I'm excited about that. Beat Saber and Rec Room is the games I always love to play on my PSVR. Both games with tons of replay value. That is a problem still in the VR industry. A lot of games, you play them once and that's kind of it. I mean, that's true with any industry, I think, with gaming, but at least single-player gaming. But the problem is... the single player games regularly last like 30 to 40 hours, where in VR, if they last 2 hours, it's hard. Thoughts on Pimax? I feel like Pimax is just really overpriced. It's supposed to be really cool, but they're really expensive. The people who own them tend to be, at least on Reddit, what I've seen, tend to be very uppity about them and think that they are just the best thing in the world. And yet other people report that they're glitchy and they have issues. I feel like it's overpriced, but I've only tried the Pimax 4K, which isn't really comparable to the 5K or the 8K in any way. So I can't really judge much off that. Thanks, Jade. Yeah, everybody's just hanging out and talking out now. We do some just chatting streams and they actually have more people. Yo, man, I sent you a message on Discord. Awesome. Yeah, I see a couple new things there. So I'll catch up on all that after I'm off the stream here. It's Chinese, so I thought it would be lesser priced, but well, maybe 400 is a lesser price though. People are saying they have to be losing money on this. What's up, Riley? I see you there. 3.8K. I know we are getting closer and closer to 4. I don't know if this stream changed it any. We had hit 3,800 during the stream earlier. Whoa, Soup's here. What's up, Neo? Let me go take a look. 3802. Thank you so much, everybody. And the Facebook one only got 4 copyright claims so far. So I need to delete. Like clip out several sections that had videos or music and trailers, and that's why I got all those claims. Posting the info about the PS Plus collection or whatever on the Discord. Thanks, Kay, because I need to look into that. I don't know what exactly it is. 39K in yen. I don't know what all those symbols mean. I would guess that's what that is. Let's see your keyboard. I have a video of me reviewing this keyboard. Here's the pad for my keyboard. Is that exciting? Can I do this without accidentally unplugging it? I have my cables all set up well. Here, let's try this. Let's go. Filters off. Let's go full screen. Let's move this over here. And boom. I should actually host more videos from this angle. That's why I kind of try to set this thing up like this. But let me see if I can actually get an angle here that makes sense. The problem is I can't really see a monitor when I do this. All right, I got to go. Thanks for the stream. Hey, see you, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping in. 1,500. Congrats on 1,000 subs. That's pretty funny. So there's my keyboard. And this is my setup with my monitors. You can see everything going on there. My Rift S sitting up there on its Aura stand. And then we just got this one. Asterion just sent us this to show it off. Oh gosh, you can't see that. It's got a laser etched one with their logo, and I'm actually looking into getting them to help me make some JayBratt ones specifically. So that'll be really cool. Wow, nice setup. How much was it? How much was what, Sheen? The keyboard? That was a birthday present from my parents. I think it was $110 with the Razer mouse. PC specs, i7 8700, 32 gigs of Corsair DDR4 RAM, an RTX 2070. I have a 1 terabyte SSD, and then I also have a 1 terabyte M2, one of the ones that actually goes on the motherboard to make it look super fast. or make it run super fast on the motherboard, not make it look super fast. Yeah, the keyboard was a present from them. The headphones were a present from a friend. A lot of the setup stuff, luckily, I have been gifted. I didn't have to buy. I bought the PC myself to start the channel, and then upgrade a few parts. But luckily, a lot in the setup has come without me having to pay for it all, thankfully, because I am not made of money. I would buy a JayBratt. Oh, thank you, Steve. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get enough of them to actually sell. And even if I did, they're technically an Asterion product, so I'd have to like partner with them. I'm going to ask them about it, but I'll probably just get a shipment for like giveaways or something. I'm not really sure. Keyboard sound test. It's pretty loud. It's the green keys, which are the loud ones. Wow, how much did the PC cost, and did you buy it pre-built? I did buy it pre-built because I was able to get a deal through a friend who worked at a computer shop. Everyone recommends building one yourself, and it's always a good way to go. But because of the discounts he got me, I was able to get this for just over $1,000, which was less than it would have cost me to build one like it at the time. So I bought it, and then I've upgraded it over time with little parts. You got red switches. Oh, you're going to bed, Jamie. Have a good night. I know it's late over there. Get some rest. Red switches. Red switches are, I can't remember all of them. Green are the loud ones. Orange are is it orange or yellow are the not so loud ones? I don't know what red are. I'm getting tired. Skeleton, you should get to bed too. I know it's super late for a lot of you out there. I'm probably going to cut the stream off here in just a couple minutes, just so everybody knows. So if you want to start saying any goodbyes, feel free to do that. I got to go drink a lot of water and get ready for the podcast because I'm going hoarse from talking for so many hours today. Linear. Okay. Those are linear. So those are the ones that are like really quiet and easy to push. I kind of wanted those, but my dad it had kind of worked out to where he had bought a keyboard. He actually bought this keyboard and he wanted a different one. So rather than returning it, he gave it to me for my birthday, which was really sweet because I think it was like $130 for the two. And I wouldn't have imagined they would normally get me something like that much for my birthday. It was just kind of lucky. It's 11 p.m. and I have school tomorrow and I'm watching the stream, bro. Thanks, Jaden. You're great. You're right, and it's a hassle to build it. Yes, actually, putting it together isn't so bad, but having to research that every part doesn't have a compatibility issue with any other part, that's the part that always gets me in building them. It always gets me kind of nervous about doing it there. I'm going to be there on the podcast. Thank you, Sheen. That's not too far from now. You must watch the whole stream. Brown are quiet, but I don't like the feel, because there is like no feel with brown, right? They don't click or anything. Okay, other way around. All right. I am going to head out, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate all the likes. 45 likes on a stream. That's a ton. Thank you so much. I am going to go drink a bunch of water and get ready for the podcast. If you missed it, I did put a link up in there earlier. There, I'll put it up one more time. If you do want to check out the podcast, we'll be live streaming that around 6:30 Pacific time tonight. We usually do that every Wednesday night. Yeah, you got school tomorrow. Not everybody can make it, I know. That's more of a US thing. It doesn't really work out the timing with the UK one of these days. But thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night, and I will see you in another reality. Now what do I press to end the stream?